Today is day 2 of our girls camp. So we have 50 young ladies out here who are participating in all types of firefighting activity.
1, 2, 3.
Today's specific drills, they're learning about SCBAs, our self-contained breathing apparatus. They're doing fire extinguishers. They're doing search with hose lines. They're cutting with rotary saws, metal, and on our box props with chainsaws. And then they're climbing our aerial ladder.
I've always been interested in firefighting and, medical community, so I decided to give this a try. It's been really fun. I've met a lot of really inspiring and powerful women here, and it's given me the idea that I can really do this.
I'm here because it inspired me to learn more about what firefighters go through, and plus I want to learn more about medical, to how to help people, and I want to probably become a firefighter in the future.
I think girls and ladies who are in the fire department are actually really brave, because a lot of people don't like to do this stuff. They are scared, frightened to do anything even near this.
So Christine Larson, Battalion Chief. These girls that come to camp it's all about empowering them, right? These girls, we don't know if they're going to be firefighters. We're telling them that this is a possibility. But what we're doing is hoping to inspire them by having female mentors out there, the leaders of each station being females, so that they can have somebody that they can look up to as a role model and know that if they choose to pursue a career in the fire department, that there are other women out there. And if they don't, at least they've got to try and do things that most people in the real world never get to do.
My name is Samantha Ralston. I'm a firefighter paramedic. So today we have our girls camp. We are encouraging younger members to come together and perform tasks that they would not normally do. So my group today, we're doing search. So we're teaching them the importance of putting on our proper PPEs, and then how to search up a hose line to find a downed firefighter or a victim, and how to not get lost. I have 7 years on with the LAFD. We did very similar things when I was in the academy, and we also did a confidence course in our full turnouts with our bottles to make sure that we were comfortable in our gear while doing searches of buildings.
I learned a lot that I'm going to need for my future firefighting career, so it was actually just a lot, and the teamwork helps me understand that I can't do this alone, and I need a team behind me.
For the campers, we really focus on just team building, leadership, and camaraderie, and then also just giving yourself a limitless mindset.
Dina Lee, Fire Chief for the City of El Segundo. So at this station we have the aerial ladder. It's a 100-foot aerial ladder, but we're not going all the way up. We're going to the 3rd floor today, but we have the girls. It's a whole different situation than those ground ladders, because it doesn't look tall until you get all the way up there. And once you get to the top, it gets a little bouncy, but we have them safe. We have them on ropes. They're all secure. But the look of joy on their face when they make it up to that window is just priceless.
I'm here having fun. I'm here because my dad's a firefighter, and he thought it would be really fun for me to do this, and it is really fun.
So you're dad?
I'm dad. Right now I'm currently assigned to the Thames unit. It's called Tactical EMS. We're the tactical paramedics for LAPD SWAT. So every time you see one of those armored trucks on TV with the SWAT team, just know there's a firefighter paramedic in the back with them.
It's really cool. He comes home with very interesting stories, and they're really funny and nice to hear.
She knows a lot. I'm one of those parents, I don't lie to my kids. I'm very straight up with them. I come home and tell them about some of the madness that goes on at work, some of the interesting stories. I'd like to think that it helps well around them, because they're a lot more in tune with what's going on in the world, at least in the small world that I live in.
I was like, this is a really cool job, and I really thought about maybe becoming a firefighter when I'm older.
It was cool to even see her walk a day in the life of my footsteps. It's pretty humbling to see, and it was pretty important for me.
It's really empowering and inspiring. They were telling us their stories and how they got to be firefighters. Maybe when they were younger, women weren't firefighters, so for them it was when they found out women could be firefighters, it was wow, I could do that. So it was really empowering and inspiring.
I'm giving back. I helped out here 5 or 6 years ago with the girls camp, and it really inspired me that all departments need to hold these girls camps, because it shows girls that maybe if they don't want to be firefighters, they can be anything that they want to be. It just builds their self-esteem and confidence, and they need to see other women in that position. They have to be able to see it to be it. I was the first woman chief in El Segundo and the South Bay, and now with Chief Crowley here at LAFD, and we're just going to keep rising the ranks until we have, a lot more women chiefs.
I would say this, I am the only, I am the first African American female Captain 1, Captain 2, and Battalion Chief in the department's history. So, everybody in the department decides when and how they're going to promote. So it's really up to you and how much you're motivated and how much you want to study. So once you decide that you're going to promote, it's all on you. And sadly, I am the only African American female officer of any rank in the department now. So there are only 8 African American females on the job, so I'm hoping to entice some of them to promote in the near future so that I don't remain the only one.
My name is Sharon McIntyre. I'm a captain with the City of Sacramento Fire Department. As youth, especially females, as a male, when you grow up, that it's natural to think, I want to be a firefighter, I want to be a police officer, I want to run heavy equipment for the blue collar field, right? But for females, that is not normally the naturally inspired thing through our culture. And so this is something where there's millions of females out there that have the capability that just truly don't know that it's there within them. Literally, it is a mental hurdle that you have to overcome because physically you have the capability, and with a little bit of technique and a lot of passion and the mentorship to be able to be there and inspire these young girls, they see they are far more capable of things than they think they are. And something like starting a saw and then being able to cut a ventilation hole in a roof, we teach them to actually cut a straight line with the saw and roll the rafters. And then what's the application for that? Why would we need to be up on a roof for that? And that is for them incredibly inspiring, not just to be able to start a saw, because it's not easy when you're yanking on that cord to get the timing down and understand the technique to safely. We have a layer of mentorship within this community of firefighters and female firefighters, just incredibly valuable tool for each and every individual as a firefighter, male or female.
Kathy Perez, probationary firefighter for LAFD. Some of the challenges that they do have to face is that it's not going to be easy. Unfortunately, it's not. There's a lot of stuff that's taken into consideration, especially I would say as a young girl, fitness is one of them. Making sure you get your hands on any tools, make sure you know basic tools, basic discipline. So anything that will help, the cadet programs, even anything that's paramilitary could help you get in that direction. Fire Academy is super paramilitary, right place at the right time, making sure everything's high and tight. So just that discipline, paying attention to detail, and physical fitness is what's gonna, be the biggest things for these girls that want to pursue this.
You can't be it if you can't see it. So if you don't see a female firefighter riding around on a fire truck or a fire engine, you don't know that this is a career possibility.
Sometimes you'll meet patients that only want to talk to a woman, so that could make that difference between hey, I want to get treated or seen only by a woman. So I've been in those kind of situations where sometimes it could be because of religious purposes or just personal reasons.
It was difficult, but I knew I wanted to be a firefighter for a while, and I had trained and prepped for it, so I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. So still was one of the harder things I've done, but I figured out how to get it done.
All of them inspired me. They showed me their journey of how they become a firefighter, and it just makes me get more excited to what's coming up next in the future.
It's going to be an experience from the beginning to end. Just stay with it, stay guided, and stay committed.
Just always work hard. It's going to be hard those days when you don't want to get out of bed, but always work hard. Be disciplined. Sometimes you just want to stay in bed. Never give up. That's the biggest thing. I've done so many things in my life, and I think that's my little motto, never give up.
I came on like everybody else. Everybody starts as a firefighter, and then over the years I just decided to promote, and so that's how I ended up here. Everybody takes a different career path as they want to come on the fire department. People want to drive, people want to be inspectors, maybe you want to fly helicopters. Everybody takes their own path to get on the fire department and choose what they want to do. You go down to the harbor and want to be a boat pilot or a diver. I mean, that's the beautiful part of a large organization. There's so many different career opportunities for you.
You are stronger than you think you are. Just keep showing up and stepping up, and your courage really is your superpower. You can do anything, even be a fire chief.